Today we're gonna learn about the Book of Esther. The Book of Esther is about a Jewish community living in Susa, the capital of Persia. At this point, the nation of Israel was exiled. This means that all the nation of Israel had to live in different countries. And so, this is where the story of Esther starts. This book has some curious facts. The first one is that the name of God is never mentioned. Although, during the whole book you can see God at work and doing amazing stuff, the second characteristic of this book is that the author is unknown. There are four main characters in this story. First is Esther, the protagonist. Second, Mordecai, Esther's cousin. Third, the king. And fourth, Haman, the king's second in command. To tell you more about the story of Esther, here's Esther! So Esther, come on up!
Hi everyone!
Hi Esther, why won't you tell us about your story?
Okay, the story begins when the king offers a party that lasts many days so he could show off his power and wealth. But you know, the king of Persia did not obey God.
Oh no, that's not good. And what happened?
Well, during the party he got drunk and he called to his wife, the Queen Vashti, but she refused to see the king. So he got mad at her, divorced her, and made a decree that all men should be masters of their homes and the wives should give an offering to their husbands. The king wanted a new queen, so he created a beauty pageant to pick a new queen.
Wow, this seems quite exciting.
Yes, here's where my story begins. I was an orphan and my parents died in the war.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Esther.
But I lived with Mordecai. He's pretty much my family. He worked in the palace, and one day he heard about the beauty pageant.
You know, guys, the Bible says that Esther was really beautiful.
Wow! Thank you. So, Mordecai told me to enter the beauty pageant, but he said, you should not say that you are a Jew. So, I did what he said.
And what happened?
Well, I won the beauty pageant, and I became the queen.
Wow, congrats, Esther! That's so great!
Thank you. And Haman was made the second in the kingdom, and he ordered everybody to kneel before him. But Mordecai didn't do it, so Haman got mad at Mordecai and started thinking how to destroy Mordecai. He found out Mordecai was a Jew, and he goes and talks to the king and convinced him to make a decree to kill all the Jews in Persia. The king agrees with Haman, and they roll a dice to decide which day the Jews are going to die. After they roll the dice, they decided to kill them in 11 months from that day. After this, the king and Haman decided to throw another party to celebrate their bad decisions of killing the Jews.
Oh no, that sounds just terrible. But what did you guys do?
Well, I planned a huge dinner party for the king and Haman and told them that I wanted to make a special request to both of them.
Wow, and what was the request?
The request was to make another dinner party for both of them. In the second party, I talked to the king, saying that there was a law which was going to kill the people. The king was surprised and mad to hear this.
And what did they say?
He asked, "Who is doing this?" And I said, "Haman is planning to kill the Jews." And I told him that I was a Jew. The king again was drunk and furious, ordered Haman to be killed.
Wow, what a king. But what happened to the plan and the law to kill all the Jews?
Well, the problem is that the decree, which is a law made by the king, is unbreakable. You cannot change it. So, Mordecai and I found a way to fix the problem. Mordecai told the king to let the Jews defend themselves in the day that they were meant to die. After 11 months, when the day of the decree came, the Jews won the battle.
Wow, that sounds incredible. Well, thank you, Esther, for sharing your story with us.
You're welcome. See you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
And you know what? Even when the name of God is never mentioned in this book, it is possible to see him at work during the whole story. First, God saves Esther and allows her to become the queen of Persia. God uses two people that were not perfect, like Esther and Mordecai, to bring salvation to the Jews. So, when it seems that God is not there because the situations are difficult or sad, God is there at work. Let's always have the hope that whenever we can't see God, He is there helping us all the time. The salvation that the people of Israel experiment during this story is different from the one in Exodus, when Moses did wonders and signs in the name of God. This time there were not wonders, there were not signs. So, you guys have ever wondered why our lives are not like the Bible, full of wonderful, marvelous signs? Well, it's because God is always working differently in our lives. And the fact that our life is not the same as the Bible doesn't mean that God is not at work. So every time you're sad or you feel like God is not there, just remember that God is always there at work, just like in the life of Esther. Have a good one, guys. Bye.